And welcome everyone to the worldwide Heart Balance-a-thon. Now, this wasn't my idea, of course. It was from the Touch for Health organization. But us, being HeartSpeak, I thought we'd sort of join in, of course, because we have a lot to say about the heart. And basically what we're going to do, and what everyone around the world is going to do during their own heart time, is they're going to clear things, balance things. We call it clear. Touch for Health calls it balance. Other people call it different things. And we're going to keep just clearing things around the heart. And the heart as an organ, the heart chakra, we're going to open the heart, anything that comes to mind, and we will have a go. And it's going to be recorded, and the idea is if you could listen and clear during your heart time. That was mostly, don't worry about if you have the camera, that's okay. Everyone can come and go as they will, don't worry about that. And the idea is to really perhaps even re-listen to the recording during your own heart time. So if it's available, it takes about an hour or so for us after the session to convert it to video and then upload it to a YouTube. So bear with us. All right. So what we are going to do is we're going to start with just the heart, and when we do group HeartSpeak, I think it's quite powerful, perhaps even more powerful than one-on-one, because we're all sort of in it together. It's kind of exciting. And the idea is whatever feeling. Now, if you don't know what we're doing, I'm going to walk people through it quite slowly, because there's going to be some people on the call here and some people listening later that will have no experience with HeartSpeak. That's fine. But the intention that we're going to have is whatever feeling comes up, of all the HeartSpeak feelings, whatever feeling comes up is going to be the best one suited for the whole group, those present and those listening later. And I will, for those heart speakers out there, I will be using level 1 and level 2 feelings and categories, whatever comes up. So I'm going to use the level 2 process. And when we find the point of formation, if there is a point of formation, it will be the best one suited for the whole group, for everyone, listening now and listening later. All right. So what I'm going to ask everyone to do first is just put their hand over their heart. Let's just clear that, and there's something to clear there. And I, by the way, will be surrogately muscle testing on everyone's behalf, for the group's behalf. And in HeartSpeak, we don't think that the muscle test is as important as how you all feel. So what I'm going to get you to do while you're having your hand on your heart, what we look for in HeartSpeak is stress. Just kind of look for any sort of stress responses, which could be any sort of tension, anxiety, or edginess, or dis-ease, or unrest, or things like that, as your hand's on your heart. All right, you can take your hand away, and let's dive right in. Let's see what that first one is. It's related to an emotion. There's an urge. The urge to fight, the urge to flee. Now, we can either flee away or flee towards. So if we're going to flee away, the flee feeling is the feeling like you want to run away, you want to get out there, and it's always in response to a perceived threat or a danger. You perceive something, or you're looking for an escape. I got to get out of here, I want to get out. Now, it's the feeling, the urge to run, not necessarily that you do run. It's like you want to run. That's the feeling we're going to find first. All right? And by the way, those of you who do not have experience, we in HeartSpeak, whatever you're feeling is right. So don't worry if you're doing it wrong. I'm going to walk you through it, and whatever you're feeling is right. Okay. So let's see where we're going to clear it. So the urge to flee, point of formation. We don't need a point of formation, so we're going to go right into clearing it. And to clear a flee, you're going to come right into a ball. We call it a protective posture. So come forward in a ball. And in that ball, look for the urge to flee. You just want to get out. You want to get out. You want to go. You want to go. You want to go. And this is how we're going to clear all of these feelings. You're going to feel it as big and as bold as you possibly can. You make it physical, you make it real. You close your eyes, you get into a ball. And you look for that, I gotta go feeling. I want to go, I gotta get out. And this is all up to you. You keep looking for the urge to flee, like the urgency. There's a panic almost associated with it. When it starts to diminish, you drive it deeper, you drive it higher, you find some more urge to flee. You perhaps even make it bigger than you think it ought to be. Just carry on. And you keep looking for the flee until you don't have to flee anymore. You can just be. When you can just be, sit up with your eyes closed. And when most everyone is sitting up, then I'll say what to do then. Excellent. And then in your mind's eye, first in your heart space, look for a feeling of calm. A lovely feeling of calm. Despite whatever else is going on externally, you can feel calm. And then in your mind's eye, turn toward the threat, turn toward the danger, and imagine it coming toward you like a river or a current. And be in the current, but without reaction. Just feel it as it washes over you, around you, even through you. Then turn up the volume of the current so it's stronger and turbulent, and you just feel calm. Calm. And enjoy calm. Sit in the calm for a moment before opening your eyes. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to put your hand over your heart again. And I want you to focus on that feeling. Look for any edginess. To me, it feels different. I'll just explain what it feels like to me now. It's going to be different to everyone. What I'm feeling is initially there was a big uneasiness right in the center, but now I feel it more toward the left side of my heart space. Could be different to everyone. So I'm just going to share what I feel. All right, ready to dive in again? It's related to, next one is related to an emotion. So these are the normal everyday emotions. So we have fear, anger, sadness. Now everyone knows what sadness is. But in HeartSpeak, we're going to embody this feeling. You're going to start feeling the sadness well up. Inevitably, there's going to be other feelings that try to take your attention. There might be memories that take your attention. You're going to put them aside, acknowledge them, and put them aside and go back to the sadness. We're going to focus right on the sadness, like laser sharp focus on sadness. Point of formation, let's see when and we're going to clear it. Yeah, so specific general as a baby, as a child. So you're going to be a little girl, a little boy. And you're going to put your hands over your eyes and just come forward. And allow this little girl, this little boy to be sad. As sad as she wants to be, as sad as he wants to be. Memories might come in, just acknowledge them, put them aside, and go back to the sad. Perhaps even amplify, exaggerate the sadness, make it bigger than it might have been. Make it physical, make it real. If you get a lump in your throat, exaggerate it. If you yawn, go with the yawn. That's a release. If you cry, go with the crying. That's also a release. And When there is no more sadness in your little girl self, then sit up with your eyes closed. Make sure there's no more sadness, though. Take your time. This is your only chance to feel this sadness. You probably didn't get a chance to. Your little self didn't get a chance to fully feel this. But now it's her chance, now his chance. A lot of yawning. I'm doing a lot of yawning. If that happens, you just go with it. If you're sitting up, just keep that sadness fresh in your mind. If you're not sitting up, continue to feel the sadness. Okay, and then if you're not sitting up, you continue to feel the sadness. If you are sitting up, open up. Keep your eyes closed. Still as that little girl, that little boy. Start opening up to a feeling of peace. Shoulders back, head back, heart open, chest out, head back slightly. Puff out and find peace. First in your heart space and then make it grow. Then make it glow. And enjoy the peace for a moment before you open your eyes. Oh, is anyone else yawning like crazy? Holy cow, I'm going to unmute everyone.
Person, and just be like 90 meetings in 120 days, or,
so
75 meetings in 90 days.
Okay, I'm going to ask everyone to put their hands on their heart space again, and let's just see where we are. Their heart. It's different. It's actually testing strong now. Okay, let's move on. Now it's also heart chakra, so I'm going to put your hand just above. So I had my hand on my chest. You're going to bring it, about 3 inches, about 10 centimeters or so away from your chest. That's my way of testing the heart chakra. Okay, there's something to clear there. Before we clear it, just feel it. Okay, so I don't know what y'all are feeling, but there's a lot of heat. I feel a lot of heat coming out. I call it heat. Who knows what it is? There's a lot going on. It's related to an emotion, so fear. All right, this is plain old fear. It's a fear. Fear is a big spectrum of feelings, so it's going to be somewhere in the fear family. Find some fear, get some fear juices going. It's related to point information specific, general as a baby, as a child, this time as a teenager. All right, you're going to let time collapse. You're going to come into a ball, close your eyes. And as a teenager, look for fear. Find that fear and make it big and bold, embody it. Make it physical, make it real as your teenage self. Pretend you're a teenager. Feel the fear. Exaggerate it even, amplify it. Make it worse than it probably was. That's okay. If you think it's diminished, take a breath, try to bring it back. Make it as big and as bold as you possibly can. When it diminishes again, take a breath, bring it back. When it diminishes, when it drops away, when it dissolves, that's when you know you're done. That's when you sit up with your eyes closed. If you can't find any more, that's when you sit up. But if you're still feeling fear, carry on and feel it fully. If you're sitting up, continue to keep that fear alive. Just keep finding it. Using any kind of memory. And if you're not sitting up, keep experiencing the fear, evoking the fear. Okay, if you're sitting up, open up to a feeling of love. Now find this love first in your heart space and then make it grow. This is the big love. It's not associated with any one particular person or a situation. It's just love. And then enjoy love for a moment before opening your eyes. If you can't find love, if you can't sustain it, that's okay. Just get little flickers of it, little glimmers of it. Just get a little bit and let it go. Get a little bit, let it go. And that's true for any of these feelings. You just got to get a bit of it and let it go. Get a bit of it and let it go. And when you're ready, open your eyes. All right, now we're going to do the heart chakra again. So your hand about 3 inches, 10 centimeters or so in front of your heart space. And that's testing strong. Now I'm just going to test. It definitely doesn't feel to me like it's as hot. Anyone else feel that? It feels a bit different, right? Yeah. Cool. Now, so let's do something fun. Let's do this again. We're gonna test our heart space, but if it's okay with everyone to be a surrogate for the whole world. You know, everyone could use a bit of heart decreasing the stress on heart. Okay, so just with the intention of surrogately testing the whole world, put your hand over your heart again, and there's something to clear. Muscle test weak, but more importantly is how it feels to you. Doesn't feel too big to me, but there's something there a little bit. Let's clear it. It's related to an emotion and urge, the urge to fight. Now, all the urges are related to the stress response, the fight or flight response. Now, it's in relation to a threat. And whenever we're threatened, we protect. Fight's about protecting what we believe to be ours. Whether it's our person, our physical being, our loved ones, our things, our possessions, our space, our point of view, our status, could be anything. Just the urge to fight. Fight is the feeling like, it's not that you do fight, it's like you're getting ready to. It's like one step closer and I'm gonna attack you. It's like that. What information specific, general, now. We're gonna clear it in the now. All right, everyone, on behalf of everyone in the world, hands and fists, angry face, the urge to fight. Now you're going to look for it in your own world, but broaden that as wide as you can. Take your time with this one. Fight is also tiring, so if you feel tired before you feel it's clear, take a rest, shake your arms, relax your face, and go back in after a breath or two. Just when you think it's cleared, take a moment and look again. Might be a little bit left in your sphere. And there's no more fight. When you're sure there's no more fight, sit up with your eyes closed, and I'll say what to do next. If you're sitting up, just continue to look, keep that fight fresh in your mind. If you're not sitting up, you continue to feel the fight physically as possible. For those of you who are finished, look in your heart space look in your inside for a feeling of knowing. This is a deep inner knowing, which is steady and strong and always there, it's always present. Find the knowing and lean on it. You can rest in it. Take refuge in the knowing. Embrace the knowing. Add a few drops of gratitude for the knowing. And enjoy that for a moment before opening your eyes. All right. Okay, good. I'm just going to unmute everyone. I just want to get some feedback how you all are doing. Unmute. Where do I do that? Here we go. Okay, how's everyone going?
Fine. Thank you.
That's enough.
Okay, does anyone have anything that's coming up for them that they think needs to be checked? I'll just carry on with a feeling of love then. Let's use the several different approaches here. I'm going to ask you to say out loud, I love, and I'll leave it unmuted for now because I want to hear it. And you're not saying it to me per se, but you're saying it to the world. Say it out loud like I love. Okay? And then you're going to listen to yourself say it and listen and feel it. How does it feel in your heart space? All right. 1, 2, 3, say I love.
I love.
I love.
All right, you're going to say it again, and this time listen to everyone else here say it. Say 1, 2, 3, I love.
I love.
I love.
Okay, well, there is something to clear, and I'm going to mute everyone again and then unmute you later. Okay, all right. That something is related to an emotion. There's an urge, the urge to fight, flee. It's a freeze this time. In humans, we freeze several different ways. We can hide. That's not that one. Deer in the headlights is like, oh, no. How about cower? Yeah, we're going to look for a cower, which is like a dog would cower when it meets a a more powerful dog, it's often about a power differential where you feel a little bit submissive, so cower. Point information specific, general, as a baby, as a child, as a teenager. So you're going to be your teenage self, and you're going to look for that urge to cower, the freeze, cower. And you're going to come into a ball, close your eyes, come into a ball, but tuck your tailbone under, contract your tummy muscles so your tailbones would be between your legs, that kind of feeling, and cower down. And sometimes I like to whimper when I cower, like, woo, 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 woo. So it's totally submissive, disempowered. We'll come into that freeze, cower feeling. Make it worse than it might have been as a teenager in you. You may not have actually done this, but you might have felt like you're doing it. That's okay. Pretend to do it now as your teenage self. Cower. And when the teenager is ready to come up out of the cower, when he or she doesn't have to cower anymore, then sit up with your eyes closed. Take your time. If you're sitting up, keep the cower fresh in your mind. If you're not sitting up, keep cowering. If you're a level 2 grad and know what the pivot is, you can go ahead and do that. If you're not, just keep the cower fresh in your mind, that cower feeling. Just keep it going for a moment. And then open up. This cower, open up, head back, shoulders back, chest out. Shoulders back even farther, and go for the belly rub feeling. The belly rub it's like the dog would roll over on its belly for the belly rub, and the feeling is open, but also trusting and vulnerable, but in a good way. Close your eyes and open up. As the teenager still, just open up, trust. Enjoy that for a moment before opening your eyes. That's one of my favorites. Lovely. And now I'm going to ask everyone to go and say, I love, out loud here, but listen to, not so much, do it for yourself first. I want you to hear it and feel it. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, I love.
I love.
Good. What'd you notice? Did you notice anything?
Clear.
Deeper. I heard deeper. Clearer. Did you believe yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then we're going to say, I am loved. I am loved. Out loud.
I am loved.
I am loved.
Yeah. There's something there. It's related to an emotion, an urge, a resistance, a pleasure. All right, I'll mute everyone again just to give everyone some privacy. So the feeling of pleasure in HeartSpeak is the feeling that, that feels good. That's what it feels like. It feels, oh my God, that feels good. That feels so good. I just really love it. There's a yumminess to it too. I just want more of it. I just love it. That's the feeling of pleasure. The wanting more of it. Everyone get a pleasure in their mind. Once they have the pleasure, Put the source and the context aside and keep the feeling going. Great. It's related to point of formation, specific, general, as a baby, as a child, as a teenager. Yeah. As a teenager, we're going to indulge in this pleasure. So come forward and dive into a delicious, lovely pool of this pleasure. It's a feeling you could just lose yourself in. Let yourself go, relax. It's a woozy, dizzy feeling. Lose yourself in that woozy, dizzy feeling. Oh, so good. I just love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, God, that's good. When it starts to diminish, dive deeper, so find some more of it, because you can have as much as you want this time. Because there's no time limits. There's no amount limits. It's all about the pleasure. Ah, oh, so good. Keep diving, keep luxuriating, keep indulging until until you've had enough. Until the teenager in you tells you, she's done, he's done, I've had enough. That might feel like you start looking for something new, kind of get bored with it, forgot what you were doing, that kind of thing. When the yumminess goes out of it, that's when you sit up with your eyes closed. If there's any yumminess left, enjoy it, every last drop. Take your time. If you're ready to pivot and you know what the pivot is, you go ahead and do it. If you're not, if you don't, just sit with your eyes closed, just enjoying that pleasure. If you're not sitting up, just keep going, indulging. Okay, and then because that feeling is just a feeling, that pleasure, choose to feel it anytime you like. You can choose to feel it now. So this time now, enjoy it from a choice perspective. Enjoy the pleasure from choice for a moment before opening your eyes. Awesome. Okay, and I'm going to unmute everyone because I want to hear. Say out loud, I am loved. And listen to how it sounds and how it feels. Feel how it feels. I am loved. Go.
I am loved.
Felt a bit better, right?
Yes.
Say it again.
I am
loved.
Okay, good. And then I want you, can everyone see themselves in the screen somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your, I was going to say, if you have your camera off and you're near a mirror or can somehow see your eyes or whatever.
Yes.
And I want you to look at yourself in the screen. And I want you to tell yourself, I love you.
I love you.
Okay, go on. 1, 2, 3, go. Tell yourself, I love you.
I love you.
Okay, good. There's something to clear. I mean, not good, but I mean, there is something to clear. I mean, we'll clear it now. I'll mute you again. Okay, I love you. Okay, it's related to an emotion, an urge. It's a resistance. It's a push. It's a pull. It's a push-pull. All right, there's another resistance that have emerged, and I'm going to call it refusal. And if you are a HeartSpeaker, you already know that resistances, feel like a no. So refusal is a no as well, but it's not a no, stay away, and it's not a no, mine, holding on. This is absolutely flat out no. Just no, 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 no. And there's an element often of a refusing to accept something regardless of any logical reason. Like logically, there's no other choice. I'll give you an example, like a slave, for instance, in the Americas in the 1800s or whatever. There was no other. I mean, he could fight, he could escape, he could whatever, but then he'd be beaten or killed. So realistically, if there was a refusal, there was no other way. It was like, no, I'm not accepting this. No. So, but logically, there's no way out. Does that make sense? Okay. Doesn't have to make sense. So this is a no. No, 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 forget it. That's what refusal is. Point information, specific, general. It's a baby as a child. There's no logic going on here. So just sit in a neutral posture, close your eyes, be your child self, the little girl in you, the little boy in you, and look for that. No, no, no. Refusing to accept it. No. Keep looking for that no until the no goes away. When the no goes away, give me a nod for those of you I can see. If you can't see you, that's okay. I'll just get a handle on how people are going. No, no. Pivot is called free. If you're ready to pivot, go ahead. So instead of the no, look for a sense of free. You could be free regardless of where you are, what you're doing, what else is going on. So look for that flee. Look for that free. And enjoy that free for a moment before opening your eyes. Great. Now I'm going to unmute everyone. Great. And now we're going to say, look at yourself in the camera there on the screen. And I want you to tell yourself out loud, look at yourself and say, I love you. I love you.
I
I
love you.
Oh, aren't I cute? I love you. Go on, have fun with that.
I love you.
I love you. Somebody.
And it's totally testing strong. It's just awesome. How does it feel to you guys?
Special.
Yeah. So yeah, we always, take care of everyone else, but how often do we actually tell ourselves that? Yeah. It's really quite fun actually to try this. Actually just kind of get a grip of yourself, just kind of feel yourself, right? And then give yourself a hug, as wide as you can. Just give yourself a giant hug. They say 7 hugs a day you need. It's pretty good, right? I mean, it's almost as good as someone else. Right? All right, cool. All right, now, anyone have any suggestions? Because I can always jump in. No, okay. So, what I'm just going to pick some beneficial feelings that I think if we, and therefore everyone else, felt in their hearts more often, more frequently, I think it would lead to more of a world peace situation, and one of them is peace. So I'm thinking of like peace, communion. Communion isn't a religious thing. It's more of a coming together. You know, we're one community, we're unity. That's what I mean by communion. Kind of goes along with oneness. We're all the same. Connection. If we felt connected, there would be less struggle. Harmony, allowance, enough. Let's start with them. Okay. I'm going to ask you to find, I'm going to mute you guys again. We're going to start with peace. Okay, find peace in your heart space. And when you find it, there will be some edginess or uneasiness around finding it. Make a mental note of that. It's related to an emotion. There's an urge. There's to fight, flee, freeze, faint. Fight, flee, freeze, faint. We're going to go up to level 2 feelings, the urge to dramatize, deceive, dominate. Okay, the feeling of dominate. Well, first of all, the first 4 urges are about survival. Fight, flee, freeze, and faint. They're about keeping alive, basically. These next 3 are about getting the upper hand. 4, 3. Anyway, getting the upper hand, taking an advantage. And these 3, deceive, dramatize, and dominate, they're about also we kind of like, oh God, do I really do that? Oh my gosh, I guess I really do that. So there's often a shame associated with it too, but we're not going to worry about the shame. I'm going to put that aside and look for the urge to dominate, which is keeping someone down, disempowering someone, okay? Point information, specific, general, as a baby, as a child, as a teen, okay. Close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, pretend you are wrestling with another kid, and that other kid is perhaps smaller or younger than you, weaker, and you're on top of that other kid. And all you want to do is hold them down. That's the feeling of dominate. You want to hold them down. Down, down, down. Hold them down and hold them. Oh, I just want to keep them down. Take that, take that. And despite their cries and protests, you just continue to hold them down. It's the wanting to hold them down that we're focusing on. I want to hold them down. I want it. Take that. And there, and there, and that. And if you don't mind, let's add the intention of, let's clear this for everyone in the world, if you don't mind. So let's widen your own dominate and feel other people's. Whoa, it got heavy, didn't it? Take a moment and just clear some of that. Clear that for others. Ooh, that lifted. And then, when there's no more urge to dominate, look for let that other kid up. And then look for the feeling of oneness. Oneness is you're both the same. There's no difference. No one's more powerful. No one's less powerful. No one's more important or less important. No one's bigger. No one's smaller. No one's better. No one's... You're the same. And enjoy oneness. And then extend that to you're all this, everyone is the same. There's a level playing field everywhere. Feel the sameness, the oneness. Everyone is one. And that old saying, do unto others, as that's the golden rule. Enjoy oneness for a moment before opening your eyes. Now, Sarah suggested forgiveness, but there's something else in there. Compassion is on the other side. That's allowance. That's allowance. Okay. Allowance. Is that okay, Sarah? Allowance? Yeah. Because if you were in allowance, it would be forgiveness implicit, I think, more or less. Okay, so find the feeling of allowance, which is the in allowance, which is whatever. Okay, whatever. And not just one particular situation, but just broaden that out. And then broaden even farther. And let's have the intention that we can actually feel this for everyone. There's something to clear there. It's related to an emotion. There's an urge. Here's to fight, flee, running away. Running away, it's not safe. I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out. I want to get out. I'm not safe. I want to go, want to get out of here. That flee feeling. I want to make as much distance between the threat and me as possible. Point information specific, general, as a baby in the womb. This is you, the little baby. Come forward in a ball like you're a scared rabbit and you're getting ready to run. You want to go, you want to go, you want to go. You want to run, 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 run. There's a panic associated with it, an urgency. You want to go. You got to get out. Not safe, not safe. As the baby, as the baby, as the baby. Make it physical. Make it real. Drive up that intensity. Keep driving it up. And when there's no more flee, no more urge to flee in that baby, then sit up with your eyes closed. Take your time. If you know what the pivot is to flee and you want to go ahead and pivot, that's fine. If you're not finished clearing, you carry on and clear that flee as widely as you can. And if you're sitting up, look for calm in your heart space. Calm. And regardless of whatever else is happening externally to this little baby self, find the calm in your heart space. And then turn, in your mind's eye, turn toward the threat, the danger. Turn toward it. And there's just calm. And then imagine it coming toward you like a river or a current. And there's just calm. Feel it as it washes over you and around you, even through you, but there's just calm. And then turn up the volume of the current so it's strong and turbulent, and yet there's just calm. and enjoy calm for a moment before opening your eyes. And then look for the feeling of allowance. Be in allowance. Wow, that was a lot better. I'm just going to unmute you because what did you guys notice when I asked you to find allowance the second time? I'll tell you what I felt. I felt a sense of ease. Like I was like fighting the allowance at first, and then it was like, thank goodness. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I do this thing in my perfect world. And one day maybe there will be a perfect world. But in my perfect world, everyone will be in allowance. Whatever, you know. Oh, so you want to, eat whatever. You want to cheat? Want to go out with someone else? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll be an allowance. How good would that be? You want to move to Kentucky? Sure. Go ahead. Be an allowance. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Where are we now? Anyone else? Does that feel like forgiveness has been handled, Sarah?
No, there's still something.
Okay, so should we just like look for the feeling of forgiveness? Oh, I feel it here. I feel something here. And again, everyone will feel it differently. So just look for forgiveness. It's related to an emotion, so fear. So everyone, let's find a fear. I'm going to make you guys. Okay, look for fear, point information, specific, conception. No, it's a group. So as a baby, as a child, as a teenager. All right, be your teenage self and just look for a fear. A fear. Somehow I want to say, what's it going to cost me? Or at what cost? Look for that fear. Might feel different from other feelings that we felt. That's fine. Keep driving up the intensity of this fear in your teenage self until there's no more fear, until you can't literally find it anymore. Hmm. If you know what the pivot is, go ahead and pivot if you want. If you're sitting up, look for love in your heart space. This is a big love, not associated with anyone particular. It's just a feeling. Open up, shoulders back, head back, chest out, palms open, receiving. Even rotate your hips apart so that you can really increase the space and find love. And enjoy that love for a moment, not associated with anything particular, just it's love. Yeah, that's great. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, now if here is the halfway point, so I'm gonna not take a break. I'm gonna carry on. If you want to take a break, go to the toilet, get some water, some more tissues or whatever, do that. I might take a break. Everyone sort of wants to go. Just go and do what you need to do. I think we got to clear that fear of missing out. FOMO.
I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. There's food there, and I'm just waiting for the coffee machine to heat up.
Yawning, not a clearing. So, so we have Debbie, who was a recent HeartSpeak grad from Mackay, outside of Mackay. And Debbie, we have Monica and Sydney. Oh, where are you now, Monica? In Brizzy?
Gold Coast now.
Oh, the Gold Coast. Okay, Gold Coast. We have Donna over in WA and Connie up in Townsville. And Christine, she's taking some hard. Christine's in Adelaide. So, anyone else in Australia? No. Sarah, she's up in Quebec.
Yes.
And we have Carol up in Quebec.
Yes.
And Ariette's in Auckland. Where's everyone else from? Nowhere. Sorry?
Austin.
Austin. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. All right. New York City. Catherine, welcome. Cool.
Cuckoo.
Now, who does anyone have any else suggestions? Because I can carry on, but I want to see what you guys have to say. So this is like the worldwide heart balance-a-thon. So it just basically working on heart. Anyone have something that strikes them? We'll just continue with my list. My list is just my list. So the next one I want to work on is communion. And, oops, mute you guys. Okay, so communion is that communion. You're like coming together. It's like community. It's communion. It's togetherness. look for that feeling, like, but just, yes, we can feel it. I can actually feel it quite strongly in this group, but let's widen that out for as wide as you can. See if you can include the whole planet. Whoa, feel how heavy that is when I asked you to do the whole planet? Let's try this again. Feel this community for communion, and that's strong. I'm gonna test how far we can go here, but we're gonna do the whole planet. And the muscle test isn't as important as how you feel. So let's do the whole, this community, this little group here, strong. How about your own little neighborhood area, community, communion, strong. Your whole region, weak. You feel the stress on that, the edginess. Go to your whole state or province or whatever, and that's weak. Go to your whole country, include the whole country, the whole continent, that's weak, and the whole planet, that's weak. Okay, let's go. Extend your feeling of communion. It's like you're embracing the whole planet. Whew, it's a big one. Let's see what it is. It's related to an emotion. So fear, anger. Anger. Point information, specific, general as a baby. Okay, we're not going to think this. We're not going to think through this. We're just going to feel the anger as that baby. And I want to say it's not fair. Hands and fists, make an angry face. It helps if you evoke this face, so facial expression of anger, scowl. And be that baby self and find the anger. And breathe as if you're angry. Make noises as if you're angry. You're all muted. Sometimes it feels like a volcano and it builds. Sometimes it feels like a wave of anger, then it subsides and another one comes. Whatever it is, just keep it going. It's almost like it feels like sometimes I want to just blows my head off. Be your baby self, your little girl, your little boy self. Anger. Anger is one of those also ones that gets tiring to clear. So if you're tired before it's cleared, rest, shake your hands out, relax your face. And then go back in. And remember, this anger is the planet, as wide as the planet. Find any anger in there. If you know what, no, that's okay, you keep going. If you know what the pivot to anger is and you're sitting up, go ahead and pivot. If you're not sitting up, keep feeling this anger. And then look for a feeling of joy in your heart space. Little ones are really good at joy. And let that little baby, like baby in you, giggle with joy. Let it giggle up. to joy. Beautiful. And let your little heart dance with it for a moment before opening your eyes. That was a big one. Hey. I'll unmute you all. Yes, Dawn?
A thought came into my mind while I was clearing. We're concentrating on the planet. Are we clearing anger from people in the planet, or just ourselves, or both?
Well, you certainly start with yourself, and then you just widen it as far as you can.
And that's vibrating out to the planet, that we're getting rid of the planet's anger.
Yeah, this is my take on it. That anger will have a certain frequency, a certain vibration, and then we are using our intention to feel it for them, clear it for them, resolve it for others.
Okay. And then when we're pivoting, we're doing the same with joy.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, good point. Cool. Okay. We going okay? Good, because then we're going to go on to... Oh, that one was communion. Look for the feeling of communion. Yeah. Look for the feeling of communion. Like gather the whole community. And there is actually something still there to clear. It feels different, right? Communion. Okay, let's see what that one is. I'll mute everyone again. Okay, it's related to an emotion, an urge. The urge to fight, flee, freeze. There's several different ways we freeze. We hide. This is a hide. Under the rug, under the covers, under the rock, under the bed. That hide, like making yourself smaller. Point information, specific, general, as a baby in the womb, as a baby. All right, you come into a ball, but protect yourself like you're a little rabbit with a hawk flying overhead. You don't want to be seen. You make yourself small. Hide. Don't move a muscle. If you're small and don't move a muscle, you might be safe. And look for that. Not safe. And only when your baby self is ready to come out of hiding is when you sit up with your eyes closed. She'll tell you. We don't talk them into it. She'll tell you. If you're sitting up, then keep the freeze feeling fresh in your mind. If you're not sitting up, continue to hide. All right, if you're sitting up, start expanding. Expand your consciousness to include the whole room you might have been in. And then the whole building, keep expanding out to the street, keep expanding to the whole neighborhood. And then the whole town or city, keep expanding. And then to the whole region, to the whole state or province or county, keep expanding. To the whole country, to the whole continent, and then the whole planet. Keep expanding past the moon, and the whole solar system, and then the whole galaxy. And then to the whole universe. Expand to the farthest reaches of the universe, past every star, known and unknown. And enjoy that expansion for a moment before opening your eyes. Enjoy it out there. And then let's again, take your time, Debbie. Yeah. So let's again look for the feeling of communion, and then widen it as wide as you can. And then try to encompass the whole planet. Actually, that feels better. And unmute you. How's that feel for you guys?
Feels lighter.
Feels better, right? Feels lighter? Easier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. All right. Next. Anyone? Next on my little list is oneness, which is similar. Oneness means it's like everyone's on a level playing field. Everyone's the same. We're all one. That feeling. Ooh, something heavy there. It's like this thing on my shoulder. All right. Right. Related to good emotions, so fear, anger. Right. Anger. Anger, point information, specific, general, as a baby, as a child, as a teen. Ooh, I was going to bet it was a teenager, angry teen. It's not. As a baby, as a child, as a teen, as a young adult. Usually this happens in the 20s as young adult. All right, so find some anger in your younger self, your younger adult self. Hands and fists, make an angry face, scowl. Feel the anger as deeply as you can, as deeply as you want. When it starts to diminish, find some more. Take a breath and find some more of it. Anger. And when there's no more anger, take your time. But when there's no more, sit up with your eyes closed. Take your time. That's it. Take your time. If you know what the pivot is to this, go for it. If you don't, just sit and feel the anger. Yeah, take your time. So the pivot is to joy. When you're ready, find joy. Let your heart dance with the joy for a moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Cool. And the feeling of oneness again. Oneness. Find oneness. Everyone is the same. It's testing strong. It's feeling better to me. Is it feeling better to you? Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool. Right. The next one. Oh, we did allowance already, so that's good. Let's go with harmony. Oh no, connection. Connection. Because that's really what humans want. We want to connect. And whatever that is to you, whatever it is, just feel connected. Feel connection. Okay, there's something to clear there. Ready? Okay, point information. It's an emotion, it's an urge. The urge to fight, flee, freeze. Freeze is in hide. Again, it's a hide. Like it's not so you're not safe, so you're wanting to hide away. Point information, specific, general, as a baby in the womb. No, this is a baby. The baby wanting to hide into a ball. Come forward in a ball and under the covers, or make yourself smaller and smaller, smaller, so you're not seen, you're not noticed. And only come out of hiding when that baby tells you it's ready for her or him to come out. Freeze, make it big, make it Only when you're ready to come out of hiding. Sit up. If you're not sitting up, if you're still hiding, that's okay. You continue to hide. If you are sitting up, start expanding. Expand your consciousness to include the whole room you might have been in, and then the whole building. Keep expanding out to the street, to the whole neighborhood. Keep expanding. And then to the whole town or city. Keep expanding. And the whole region, the whole state or province, county, or such. Keep expanding. And then to the whole country, the whole continent, the whole planet. Keep expanding past the moon, to the whole solar system, and then the whole galaxy. Keep expanding. And the whole universe. Expand to the farthest reaches of the universe, past every star, known and unknown. And then enjoy that expansion for a moment before opening your eyes. Okay, cool. It's nice out there, eh? It's one of my favorite places. Trust and determined. Trust is a good one. Yeah, so Narieta was saying, trust and determined, she drew. Okay, let's put what we were working on. I forget. What was it? It was connection. That's right. Determined, yeah. Connection. So look for the feeling of connection and feel connected. Feel the web of connection. That's a lot easier. How's that for everyone else? On you. Wait. How's that feeling for you guys?
Oh, better.
A lot better, yeah. Good. All right. Let's go with harmony. Harmony. Okay. It's a feeling. Take a moment there and find harmony. Whatever that means to you all. Find harmony. It's a bit edgy or kind of vague, patchy or something. I don't know, sounds weird. Okay, it's related to an emotion, so fear, anger. Point information, specific, general. Now we're going to clear it in our current mind bodies. Anger. Oh, angry face, scowl, cranky. Ugh. Keep finding anger, anger. And then joy, find joy. First in your heart space and then make it grow. And make it flow. Let your little heart dance with this joy for a moment before opening your eyes. Cool. And whoa. Okay, and then we're going to look for harmony, the feeling of harmony again. Did you hear it? I heard something. Was it you, Sarah?
I blew my nose.
No, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was like when I just tuned into harmony, literally tuned into harmony. It was like this note. It wasn't really there, just in my head. Yeah, it was cool. All right. Let's try Mariette's trust. Let's say out loud, everyone, I trust.
I trust.
I
Trust.
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 And then say it again, but feel it. feel it. Go ahead.
I trust.
I trust.
All right, let's clear that. You. And point information. It's an emotion. Sorry, it's an emotion. So fear, anger, sadness. Get that sadness bubbling up. Point information, specific, general. Now, right here and now. Sadness. Hands over your eyes. Just come forward. And find the sadness. And then we'll keep going. Yeah. And then, yep, keep going. Sadness. And when you're ready, look for peace, a lovely sense of peace. Despite whatever else is happening, you can always find the peace and tap into the peace in there. Lovely. Unmute. Now, everyone say I trust out loud and just listen to how that sounds and feel it. I trust.
I trust.
I trust.
It was a lot lower. Did you hear it? A lot lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So let's move on to world peace. Can everyone try and find the feeling of world peace? What? I'll mute you, everyone. Everyone, look for the feeling of world peace. It just feels like a big scramble, Like, what? All right, point information. It's an emotion, sorry. Fear. Point information, specific, general. Now, this is the way it's always been. Whoa, this is going to be a big one. Now, if you haven't cleared that this is the way it's always been, you start somewhere in your existence and you clear the fear there. And once that fear will have a certain vibration, a certain frequency. Once that fear is cleared, you move on to anywhere else in your existence. Not only your existence, how about broadening it to the world? Just wherever you see, you feel that same vibration of fear. Let's do that, okay? So come forward in a ball and look for that fear. And it's a fear. You don't have to worry about what's causing the fear or why. Just feel fear. All right. And then open up when you're ready. Open up into love. Feel it first in your heart space and then make it grow. And all those places you visited in your mind where you felt that fear, spread some love around, sprinkle some love around in those places, in that time space continuum. Enjoy love for a moment before opening your eyes. Okay, and then look for the feeling of world peace. I'm going to unmute you. Look for the feeling of world peace. Feels a little bit better to me. How does it feel to you guys? Yeah. Okay. So we just want to do inner peace because I think that's one way we can get there is to go find inner peace, and that way, if everyone had inner peace, there'd be world peace theoretically. So look for the feeling of inner peace. Let's just do a 0 to 10 scale. We'll go kind of the opposite way. 10 is the most inner peace ever. 0 is I don't feel it at all. Just gauge it for yourself. All right, keep that in your mind. Point information, it's an emotion, it's an urge, it's a resistance, it's a push, it's a pull, it's a no, it's a holding on. It's no, I don't want to let go, I don't want to let go, you can't make me, I'm not going to let go, mine. Point information, specific, general. Now, I'm going to clear it right now, this pull, this holding on. So you come forward in a bowl and you hold on tight to whatever it is you're holding on to. Look for that no, I'm not letting go. You can't make me like I'm not letting go. I don't want to change. I don't want things to change. I don't want things to be different. I'm not going to let go. I'm not going to let go. Not gonna. You keep holding on until you're ready to let go. You can even ask yourself, hey, are you ready to let go? And you'll likely get a big no. That's okay. You keep holding on until you get an okay, until you get a yes. Hold on tight. Only when you're ready to let go, then sit up. Take your time. When you're ready, let it go. Whatever it was you were holding on to so tightly, so dearly, just let it go. And feel it go and feel it melt away and dissolve and dissipate. Feel it melt out of every cell of your body and from every corner of your mind. And then when it's gone, there's a lovely sense of freedom that comes in. When it's gone, then enjoy freedom for a moment before opening your eyes. Okay. And look again for the feeling of inner peace. And on a 0 to 10 scale, how much inner peace do you feel now? 10 is the most ever. 0, there's none. Is it better, right? Did anyone, did you guys shift? You know, it's getting late. Oh, well, it's been a long time. We usually go an hour, 2 hours. Let's do the feeling as Dawn suggested, potent. Because it's so true. We feel like we don't have any, we can make no difference, you know, but we certainly can. And who knows what this exercise is doing, not only what we're doing here, but the people that will listen later and the people that will are doing this all over the world in their own ways. So find the feeling of potent. Yes, I can make a difference. I can make something change. Okay, there's something to clear around that feeling of potent. It's related to an emotion, there's an urge, a resistance, and no, it's a push. No, stay away. No. Resistances are all about no. And the push is about creating space, like you just too much pressure, you just want to no. Point information specific. Now let's do it's a group. It's related to as a baby, specific general. Specific general as a baby, as a child, as a teenager. Okay, so close your eyes, be your teenage self. And look for that field of universe or whatever closing in on you and you don't have enough space. Something's pressuring you. And as you feel that less space and less space, you feel your nose start to build. And as your nose starts to build, put your hands up to meet that pressure. You're going to make a nice, firm, assertive push out to create that space. Feel the no. And then meet the pressure again. There's some more of it. No. You don't have to speak, but the feeling of no. And you keep pushing wherever the pressure is. And it's assertive push. You probably didn't get a chance to assert your boundaries, to protect your boundaries then. As a teenager, you can now. You keep pushing until your teenage self has all the space it needs. There's nothing more to push against. When you reach that point, sit with your hands on your lap, and I'll say what to do then. If you're sitting and you know how to pivot, you go ahead and pivot. You're going to fill that space with ease. The space that you just created by pushing. Fill it all the way up so it's brimming and full of ease. And sit in the lovely, brimming deliciousness of ease for a moment before opening your eyes. And then look once again for the feeling of potent. Like, yes, I can make a difference. I can, potent. That's a bit better, right? How's that feel for you all?
Good. Better.
Yeah. So let's do one more. This is how I like to finish the session, is when we do I'm okay. Okay, you're going to say it out loud as if you're announcing it. Say, I'm okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm
okay.
Okay, we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3.
I'm okay.
Testing strong. One more time. Say, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
It's testing strong, which to me means we're good at the moment. So, very good. Going to shut the recording off.